What is intermittent fasting? Many diets focus on what to eat, but intermittent fasting is all about when you eat. With intermittent fasting, you only eat during a specific time. Research shows fasting for a certain number of hours each day or eating just one meal a couple days a week may have health benefits. Our bodies have evolved to be able to go without food for many hours, or even several days or longer. In prehistoric times, before humans learned to farm, they were hunters and gatherers who evolved to survive and thrive for long periods without eating. They had to. It took a lot of time and energy to hunt, game, and gather nuts and berries. Experts note that even 50 years ago, it was easier to maintain a healthy weight. There were no computers, and TV shows turned off at 11 p.m. People stopped eating because they went to bed. Portions were much smaller, more people worked and played outside. With internet, TV and other entertainment available 24/7, many adults and children stay awake for longer hours to watch TV, scroll through social media, play games and chat online. That can mean sitting and snacking all day and most of the night. How does intermittent fasting work? There are several different ways to do intermittent fasting, but they are all based on choosing regular time periods to eat and fast. For instance, you might try eating only during an 8-hour period each day and fast for the remainder. Or you might choose to eat only one meal a day, 2 days a week. 4 hours without food, the body starts exhausting its sugar stores, and 12 hours after, it starts burning fat. This is known as metabolic switching. Intermittent fasting contrasts with the normal eating pattern for most people who eat throughout their waking hours. If someone is eating 3 meals a day plus snacks and they're not exercising, and every time they eat, they are running on those calories and not burning their fat stores. Intermittent fasting works by prolonging the period when your body has burned through the calories consumed. It's important to check with your doctor before starting intermittent fasting. Once you get his or her go-ahead, the actual practice is simple. You can pick a daily approach which restricts daily eating to one 6 to 8 hour period each day. For instance, you may choose to try 16/8 fasting, eating for 8 hours and fasting for 16. Another intermittent fasting plan, known as the 5:2 approach, involves eating regularly 5 days a week. For the other 2 days, you limit yourself to one 500 to 600 calorie meal. An example would be if you choose to eat normally on every day of the week except Mondays and Thursdays, which would be your one meal days. Longer periods without food, such as 24, 36, 48 and 72-hour fasting periods, are not necessarily better for you and may be dangerous. Going too long without eating might actually encourage your body to start storing more fat in response to starvation. What can I eat while intermittent fasting? During the times when you're not eating, water and zero-calorie beverages such as black coffee and tea are permitted. During your eating periods, eating normally does not mean going crazy. Research shows that you're not likely to lose weight or get healthier if you pack your feeding times with high-calorie junk food, supersized fried items, and treats. But what some experts like about intermittent fasting is that it allows for a range of different foods to be eaten and enjoyed. Most nutrition experts regard the Mediterranean diet as a good blueprint of what to eat. Whether you're trying intermittent fasting or not, you can hardly go wrong when you pick leafy greens, healthy fats, lean protein, and complex unrefined carbohydrates such as whole grains. What are intermittent fasting benefits? Thinking and memory. Studies discovered that intermittent fasting boosts working memory in animals and verbal memory in adult humans. Heart health. Intermittent fasting improved blood pressure and resting heart rates, as well as other heart-related measurements. Physical performance. Young men who fasted for 16 hours showed fat loss while maintaining muscle mass. Mice who were fed on alternate days showed better endurance in running. Type 2 diabetes and obesity. In animal studies, intermittent fasting prevented obesity, and in 6 brief studies, obese adult humans lost weight through intermittent fasting. Most of the available research shows that intermittent fasting can help people lose body weight and lower their levels of fasting glucose. Certain studies found that some patients practicing intermittent fasting with supervision by their doctors, were able to reverse their need for insulin therapy. Is intermittent fasting safe? Some people try intermittent fasting for weight management, and others use the method to address chronic conditions such as irritable bowel syndrome, high cholesterol, or arthritis. But intermittent fasting isn't for everyone. Before you try intermittent fasting or any diet, you should check in with your primary care practitioner first. Some people should steer clear of trying intermittent fasting, and these are children and teens under age 18, women who are pregnant or breastfeeding, people with type 1 diabetes who take insulin, and also those with a history of eating disorders should steer clear from intermittent fasting. I'm Junaid, and I'm a gut and tummy doctor working in England. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more health-related content like that. See you in the next video.